All right, welcome again to My Business Navigator. Today, what we're going to be doing is learning how to take our face from this to this and then go side to side. All right, all this and more coming up next. All right, well, guys, welcome back to My Business Navigator. Today, as you saw, we're going to learn that awesome blur effect. And to be honest with you, it's a lot easier than what it is in iMovie. Yes, there are a lot more features in DaVinci Resolve, which is I highly recommend. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do it in. But I was using iMovie for quite a while. And this is the exact task here that made me look like iMovie is not for me anymore. I did a video where I wanted to blur out some emails that were scrolling across the screen. There are 5 of which actually that I wanted to blur out, and it became a task because you had to take a snapshot of that individual one and then, take it into Canva, blur it out in there, and then bring it back and use it as an overlay and kind of keyframe it in. It just became a big hot mess, and that's why I was like, all right, hold on, I need to find another video editing software that allowed me to do this, and possibly some other features that just I wasn't looking for at the time. But if I'm going to take the time to learn something, I want it to be a program that I'm able to grow with as my needs grow and as I learn to do more. So obviously the program that I say that I'm personally fell in love with is DaVinci Resolve. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it's loaded with all types of features for a free program. A lot of other programs, you charge for, $20 a month, $15, $30 a month. DaVinci Resolve just has so much included for the free program that it is. I just can't speak highly enough about those creators. So without further ado, let me get over here on my screen. Switch over. All right, and what you see here is I have already loaded this in, but in case you don't know, once you have DaVinci Resolve and you have your project loaded up, all that you need to do is drag and drop, baby. That's it. Drag that in. You see the plus sign right there, and that's telling you it's ready to be dropped in. So let me fix up that screen over there. All right, so what I've done here is I had this in. You see that I selected my endpoints, my out points. Just simply move my out point here or endpoint to where I wanted it before I started talking. Right, somewhere about there. And then same thing on that side as my out point, and just dragged it down into my screen. Start at time 0. That's perfect. All right, so I come over here to my edit, and I allowed, and I can do this part again, is I allowed this to play right up to the point where I didn't need anything to right there. So I'm going to go back just a couple frames. Hold on, let's use my shortcuts, J, K, L. That I want to right there. That's when I want to key it in. So that's where I'm going to start out. So if you have a screen that looks something like this, when you move over to the color tab, sorry, by the way, what I did there is this is the edit tab where we're in. This is normally where you'd want to work at when you are developing your actual timeline. All right. So what we want to do though, since we know the spot that we want to blur, and if I wanted to edit the rest of the movie, if I had a longer movie, is I would actually put in like a marker right there. So this way I knew exactly where I wanted to go. I could go edit that marker. Where's it at? Mark in, mark out. How about, move over here to this marker. Say here. There's a way to add notes, I promise you. But anyway, so what we'll do is we'll use that marker to mark my in point and out point. And then I can go on to the rest of the video, complete my video series, and then I come back to my marks and say, all right, this is where I want to go ahead and apply this blur. So now I can come over here to this screen. So you might have something on the color screen that looks something similar to this. Let me even go as far as saying off. Oh, all right. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to my nodes, right click in this screen right here with your nodes, and add a corrector. And then once you have your corrector, just drag it over that line till it highlights, drops. Make sure that you still have this node highlighted and active. Come over here. This is your power window. If you have emails, you might want to select a rectangle. What that's going to allow you to do is stretch it out as so. And then zoom in. This outer set here, that's more for your feathering. And then, so basically it's going to start to feather from here out to here, and this is where your actual image will end. So a nice little effect there for the feathering is really what you kind of want, but I don't want that guy. I want an oval. I'm doing a face right now, right? So I want my face, center that dot pretty much right on my nose, and I'm going to take and drag. See, that's going to do both sides. I don't want both sides. I want to bring my facial in like such. And such, I actually want to bring the chin up, so now move that up like so. I'm going to draw that out some, so this way I get a nice, nice little feather, not too hard of an edge. So once I have the general shape done, what I want to come over here to do is select this open, and I want to use a mosaic blur. So with that mosaic blur, just click and drag, drop, boom. I have my face. Now, if you don't see and you want to make adjustments, come here to power window. It's going to be some adjustment. It's going to allow you the adjustments right there. So, and then move it away. Open FX overlay. So here you see my ear. You see up there. Majority of my face is taken out. But if I want to raise that up some more, so this way you didn't see my face, and you didn't see my hairline. You didn't see my ear, right? Now I come here, what's that overlay look like? But I can still bring it out some more to take out that ear. Or actually what I can do is take some of that softener, so this way it doesn't start so far in. Bring that out. Go, and I think we might have a winner chicken dinner. So now that we have that, we'll come back over here to the tracker. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to put a keyframe there. Boom. So I want to go ahead and track this out. Let it track out. Let it track out. Let it track all the way to the end. Good. See how it made a key mark out there. Now I'm just going to allow this to come back to that next key mark. Step over one. I want to make another keyframe. Except for, here we go. I want to switch over to frame, keyframe. I want to zoom out quite a bit. Here we could actually, to give us more real estate, we don't need those guys anymore. I want to bring this out here. And then also I want to bring this guy all the way here to the beginning. I want to make a keyframe there. Notice this is still on frame, and I want to bring that out. Now when I go, okay, when I hit play, that's out here. Take your face from this to boom, and then it tracks right on. And now you see how it takes the nice side to side slippity slide. Now this can come in super useful. That right there will come in so handy when you're actually doing videos where you have email sliding up the screen. So this way, if you slide up, it's going to track it up. And then when you track back down, it's most likely to do a pretty good job of tracking back down as well. This program does an awesome job as far as tracking where an image should be on a screen. The computer rendering in the background and the algorithms that take place really do a pretty good job on it. Now, if you're in a taking a shot, I saw some guys doing showing this where they are tracking faces in a club where the face will be jumped in, and there's so many random elements that you have to actually take manually keyframe several different points in, but it's still so much easier than what you'd be doing if you actually had to do this in iMovie. It's ridiculous. So with that said, guys, really just a couple things that you need to know. First, import it in there, import it into your movie set here on your cut screen. Say where you want to determine your in and out points, determine your in point, determine your out point. Bring it down into your timeline and start it out from time 0. Once you start it out from time 0, just bring it over here into your main timeline, into your edit screen, right? So, and then play it up to the point where you want to start it going. Look at that. It's already right there. So notice, as soon as I have that mark, I go one before, it's not there. That's one frame before. And then all of a sudden, right there where I marked. Now, at this time, I should be able to remove marker. I'm done with that marker. I don't need it anymore. Get out of here. Scram, you know? So, yeah. Get out of there. Scram. I don't need you. And then at this point, so once you have that, once you set your marker, what you do is you come back over here to your color. You click on your nodes, add a second node. All right, this is just a review. Add a second node, highlight that node, power window, select your oval, and apply the proper facing for that oval up there. Apply the proper spacing. Open your FX libraries, and see I already have the mosaic blur applied. Open your library, drag it on there, and then hit the tracker and allow the tracker to track it out the rest of the movie. Come back to your first keyframe, back it up just one frame, just hit the arrow key. That's all that you need, is that arrow key one time to the left. Switch. This is the part that's going to catch you more than anything. When you hit that arrow key to go back one, right, and before you drag out that frame out here, drag your power window out there, you must click it on frame. If you don't click it on frame, what's going to happen? You keep it on clip. I'm going to keep it on frame because I'm going to forget. But if you keep it on clip, that means for that entire clip, that power window and mosaic blur is going to reside out there on the end. And it's just going to be tracking nothing out there. That's not what we want. We just want that frame from the beginning to that one frame before we tell it to. We want it out there. So that first key mark, select frame, move this power window out there. Come back to the beginning of the movie and have that power window still out there, still on frame, and just add one more keynote out there that you need to do. From there, you're Gucci. It's all good. All right, so with that, guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Do me a couple favors, if I could. Of course, always subscribe to the channel. As you know, it's awesome. We're going to provide you with a lot of stuff. Hit that notification bell off to the side, so this way you get more great videos like this. I mean, how cool is a blur effect being able to add on to your video with under 5 minutes? And number 2, like the video, because you know this gave you some great content and information on how to do some more stuff in DaVinci Resolve. So with that, guys, God bless. Send you on your way. Keep on digging your well. And we'll talk to you next time. Enjoy.